I'm hoping we're going to get over 300, but I don't think it's going to happen at this rate. Oh, shit! What is up, dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where it's kind of a blank screen at the moment because we are building our next rocket. Now, I just accepted 2 contracts that are going to be a little bit difficult. I've been recording all day, so pardon my commentary if I get a little rambly, but I'm kind of excited about this one, so I didn't want to wait until tomorrow to record. Right now, we have 2 objectives. We have to orbit the world, obviously, and then we have to get to 200,000 meters, which is going to be, I believe, a new highest point for us, and will also give us a bunch of world records and stuff like that, which will be freaking amazing. So, we have to somehow design a rocket. Being as stoned as I am right now, I have to somehow design a rocket that gets us into space and then orbits the world and then can test a flea booster while we're orbiting, which I assume that flea booster will be to pull us out of orbit where I can actually keep us alive. Now, do we have heat shields? Yes, we do. Okay, so that is going to be a major component. Let's put our Science Junior here, and then, you know what? Let's not go for science on this one, let's just go for finishing the contracts. We can get science later. I'm thinking right now it'd be better just to have a couple of parachutes. Heck yes, we have our radial mount parachutes, which we can get 2 of. Let's put 2 radial mounts there, and then put our top parachute. And heck yeah, it looks already like an actual spacecraft. Now, from that, we need to get some fins, or no, fins. We need to get a decoupler first. Engineering, decoupler. Put that on the bottom, put that to our flea booster, which is going to be what brings us back in from orbit. Decouple off of that, and then I guess we can go for some real large rockets. We don't have real large rockets yet. Okay, so we're going to have to go for a very weird mixture here. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do this. So, we have 30 parts, but we can get to 140 tons. So we're going to have to be clever with this. We do have new wings, which is going to keep us stable, but I don't know how effectively this is going to work. Alright, well let's get a couple more of these out here because I know I'm going to need them. Let's get a stack decoupler attached to that. Let's get another one right there because I'm going to need it. Okay, now, this is where it gets tricky. We need to start balancing. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see our rocket. As you can tell, this thing right now has absolutely no aerodynamic qualities except for the cone at the front, which will not make this thing fly straight. By far, it will not. We need some wings, at least. You know what, I'm going to take these basic fins, and I'm going to put three basic fins on the top, because we need to conserve parts. And then, let's put maybe 2 more, or 3 more right here. I think that will work, and then we can... Okay, how many parts do we need? Ah, perfect. Okay, so what I need right now is some radial decouplers. I know I'm talking to myself a lot, but I'm trying to talk myself through this as well as you guys. Let's get those set up, and then let's get those set up. That's 6 plus 6. Damn it, we don't have enough. Huh. I'm going to take one of these parachutes off, because we have 2 of them. It's going to make us a little oddly balanced, but I don't think it really matters. Let's put it at least at the back edge right there. And I guess from there, let's put our hammer boosters. What I'm thinking is we can get... I love this music. I'm thinking we can get these to get us straight up there. And then let me zoom in because this thing's being a bitch to connect. Why you no want to connect? What's going on here? Why you be bitch? There we go. Alright. Now this is going to be very obnoxious, and I don't know if this will actually work, to be honest. So we're going to have... this might be our first pilot killer. We have 3 here, and then we want to decouple. But yeah. Actually, you know what? We might want to have all 4 of those go off, because this is a lot of weight. So where's that one? It's right there. Let's put that with these guys. So we have all 4 of those go off at first, and then we want to decouple those at the same time that we release it, which is... where's the bottom release? Right there, okay. Connect that to that guy. So all those release at the same time, and then those 3 kick on next, and then they release, and then that thing kicks on next, and then that releases, and that one kicks on, and then that releases, and we have the flea booster bring us back in. Hopefully. Now this is probably the least aerodynamic thing I've ever seen. We have no parts to add though. We can't make it better. So I guess here we go. We're gonna say orbit or boom. There we go. Save and launch. Jebediah, I hope you are one hell of a pilot, sir, because this is gonna take all of your skill. Let us go. I actually need one quick... sure, go. Because I can't wait for you. That one needs to go first. Cool. Jebediah, keep this thing straight. I'll help you, buddy. But I can't do much. I'm trying, buddy. It doesn't seem to want to go with me. Shit. Alright, well, I'm helping as much as I can here. I'm being quiet because this is a bitch. There we go. Now let's keep angling off to the side, keep my tilt up. Maybe I can try to straighten this out. Cool. Pardon my terrible commentary for the moment because I'm trying to get this where I'm not going to die. Pull up, pull up, pull up, Jebediah. Pull up. Okay, I think we're good. Now release that and actually start to even out if possible. We have a perfect speed right now. I don't have to worry. I think this will actually start to pull us out of the atmosphere. You know what? Screw it. Let's go that direction, and we'll start to angle out for our orbit. This is not usually the direction I go for orbit, but oh well. Who cares? And we're not even close to our highest point, I don't believe. We are finally getting to orbit, quote unquote. Let's go down. Not that far down. Okay, so how far is this going to get us into orbit? 46,000? I think we are already close to that. Let's get out of the map. We are, so let's fire our boosters. And let's see if we can angle down just a bit. There we go. I still want to keep going out of our... out of our atmosphere. I'm still concentrating really hard right now. Apologies for the terrible commentary. Let that go and see how much further that brings us. That did not help at all. Okay, so we're going to have to get to 56,000. We have one more booster. I guess we can use it right now and hope this thing flies us further than others did. Let's see if we can actually go up a little bit. Get our distance from the Earth going up as well as our speed. And there we go. We're not at all close to where we should be, but I think we might be able to get orbit. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to the 200,000s, but we may be able to get to orbit. But do I want to do that? If I get to orbit with this guy, it means Jebediah won't survive, because we don't have a secondary engine to pull him out of orbit. Now that's a question I need to figure out real quick. Do we sacrifice a pilot in order to get a contract? Does Jebediah mean enough to us? Trying to think if we'd have enough. Here, let's look at that orbit again. We might. You know what? We're either gonna get orbit or we're not. And if we don't, he's gonna come back to Earth anyways, and we have a heat shield, so I don't feel bad. If we get orbit, we get the contract. So I think that's our best option. Looking at this from a logical standpoint, and not that I'm at all attached to the fact that this character exists. Let us go down a little bit here and get a little. Oh shit, that was real quick. Perfect. And then once we get to around 143 is our max, so let's not wait until we get there. Bam! Speed it up a bit. Once we get to around 130, there we go. 137, we'll fire. Now, do we get orbit? Looks like it. We do. Oh, shit. I think we just killed him. This is going to be interesting. Okay. So this is what just happened. We accelerated to a crazy speed, and right now we are going into orbit. I'll start to make it go all the way around. We are accelerating to a crazy speed right now. Oh, I wonder how good the physics are. I just had a thought. We may be able to save here. What would normally happen is we would come around this at such a ridiculously high speed that we'd hit the atmosphere and we'd burn up. I mean, we're just going to burn up through the atmosphere and then technically come back out of it, but it'd be just a repetition of death. And that's not good. This is definitely not a stable orbit, and I don't think that Jebediah is going to survive. But my thought is, if physics in this game are really as good as they are attempting to make them, then theoretically, oh, we're still far away from this. Then theoretically, we can use the deceleration. Let me slow down and go back into this. What I'm gonna do, we're obviously traveling in that direction, so I need to roll. Best way to do that would be going right or left, and that would be it. Now my thought is we can increase our drag by going sideways. Maybe we can do that to make us go down. Oh shit. If we can't, it's already heating up. If we can't do that, maybe I can shoot us at the Earth by detaching, which is what I'm going to try right now. There we go. Can I not slow down at all? It doesn't look like it, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get enough pull. Jebediah, I'm going to try to bring you back, dude. I am truly going to try, man. But I think you're too high off the ground, and I don't think you're going to be able to come back to Earth. This is actually a good flight. I like this. I like this spacecraft, but unfortunately, I think Jebediah is going to die. Let's get... Oh, shit. What I'm trying to do is cheese it. I'm trying to slow us down, but also make it where nothing gets too hot. Man, I just don't know if this is going to work. That was weird. The sun just kind of like burst into existence there. Uh, I'm trying. I'm trying, Jebediah. Am I going to slow down enough? I don't think so. 2020, 2400. Yeah, if I cheese it, I am bringing it down. Okay, so this is going to be a very weird and intense and stressful part of the Let's Play, and I apologize for my commentary once again, because this is... it's kind of late at night again, and I'm stoned as fuck, and I'm trying to make this guy survive, because our orbit attempt failed. We were very close, but no cigar. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. Now we're really hitting the atmosphere and slowing down. Cool, cool. And I keep cheesing it. I'm sure you can hear my joystick fiddling back and forth and the yaw going back and forth. The yaw and the pitch is what I'm controlling. And I'm trying to make this thing go just in all directions to increase the surface area and the drag. Come on, come on, come on. If we can get slow enough, we'll start descending. And we're just about to do it. I think we are about to bring Jebediah back. Hell yeah. We're slowing down now. I keep rolling it back and forth, pitching and yawing in all directions. I'm basically just tilting very slightly in every single direction. And every time I do it, it slows us down just a little bit more. We are drastically slowing down here. Heck yes, and we're still lowering. Theoretically, we had an orbit path, so we would have been able to go around or burn up, and I think I just protected us from burning up. Hell yes! I'm excited. You have no idea. I have such a big grin on my face for not killing this guy. And Jebediah's in there dancing with me. Down under 1,000. Heck yes. Cool. 800. 700. Once I keep pitching and yawing, I can take SAS off. Pitch and yaw, pitch and yaw. Start zooming in. Pitch and yaw. Our second parachute is now ready to deploy. Would you look at that? Oh, that's freaking awesome. Now, I won't deploy the next one for a while because it's going to pretty much drag us to the ground too slow. Let's start this up. I think we're actually on some form of hill or mountain. No idea how far off the ground I am. Let's get this other parachute started. And heck yes! I feel just so accomplished. That's amazing. You, sir, should have been dead, and I just bring you back from the dead. Let's get you down. I don't know where the ground is specific. Actually, we're still real high off the ground. I think we're in, like, Antarctica or something. Can I actually look at the world? Where did I land? Oh no, we're on the we're on the North Pole. We're literally on the North Pole. That's awesome. I was thinking Antarctica, which is the exact opposite end of where we landed. That's cool. Well, I hope you are in for some snow, dude, because this is the first time I've ever landed in the snow. Can I take a crew report and actually get... Hell yeah, we even get science for this mission. Awesome. Alright. I don't feel bad at all about that. Come on back down. I think if we retry that same one... I know that sounds bad. If we retry that same one, we can use the rockets, and instead of angling, just go straight up. Once we get to our apiostasis, or apio... whatever it's called, ta-da! We're done! Once we get to our highest point, we'll use our third and second boosters, and then we'll use the flea booster to get back down. So I think we'll be able to do that. Cool. We got all of that. We got all of that. And we have 19 science. Not enough to do anything with. Let's jump back inside. I don't think I got any of either one of those, did I? And I'm back. Alright, cool. So I had to take a real quick break there, but it's not going to be of much importance. So, we're going to try that flight again. Jebediah is still with us, and I do need to make a few modifications, as with like that radial chute I need to have deploy on its own. I want to save that. These three, I'm thinking I want to try to fire these three first and then decouple them, and then fire the one right there. I don't know how that's going to work for our stability. I'm hoping it's not going to screw us over too much. Let me get this on a different one, and oops, get that changed down, and we should be able to figure this out. So these three first, and then decouple, and then this one. Now, I don't think that single rocket can push this entire structure. What is a structure? This entire rocket. What I'm thinking is that that will prevent us from decelerating too fast, and it will just help us get through a portion of the atmosphere. Once it burns up, we ditch it, and then we go to our next three, which theoretically should accelerate us again and get us out of or out into an orbital trajectory, or however the fuck you say that. Hopefully. We'll see. Go with that, save everything, and let us launch. Jebediah, Godspeed. Hopefully you don't die. Let us lock on with SAS and fire! So we are getting a pretty good acceleration, and they're not going down too fast. I'm hoping we're going to get over 300, but I don't think it's going to happen at this rate. Oh, shit! Jebediah, you're lucky that I fired that booster right then, because you, sir, should not have survived. That's amazing. Okay, so really right now all I'm going to do is take off and... Oh shit, that almost freaked it out for a second. Man, you are a damn good pilot to be able to control it that well. I'm gonna let him fall back to Earth real quick. So clearly, we can't run with 3 boosters. That's not a good idea, and there's no way for me to reorder them fast enough and to get the 4th rocket booster to go. So I figured just screw it, just kill the thing and let's go. My thoughts were that it was going to detach. Instead, it just exploded, which I found pretty funny and I wish I had a face cam, but at the same time, I don't want to put a face cam until YouTube is actually a paying thing, because that's kind of a weird, I smoke a lot of weed and here's my face. But, I wish I had a face cam just for that moment, because that was one of those holy shit, this guy's hilarious moments, because my face looked like there's no description. Like, I was slack jawed, just I look stupid as fuck. Let's get down here, Jebediah. At least you're safe. And that was definitely something I need to fix. Man, that slowed us down a little too much. I wish I could accelerate a little quicker than that, but oh well, we're going pretty quick. Theoretically, it's going to take 2 minutes for us to hit the ground, but we're at 4 times speed, so what, 30 seconds? Psh, that's perfectly fine. We'll hit the ground soon enough, and we'll be able to get those rockets set up. Now, last time we had a very high top peak, the apiostasis or whatever, and I think we can still get a higher one if we put all 4 of those combined and just take off. We actually got signs for that? That's cool. That's weird, but that's cool. Guess I could have done a crew report and get more, but that's okay. Uh, what I'm thinking is instead of what I just did, we'll have the same all four at once, and then it goes, and then these three, and then the center column, and then we're good. What I'm hoping is we'll get to higher than 200,000. And that's the main lead up to all my ramblings there, because I kept forgetting my train of thought. Go, Jebediah, and I'll try to help control it, dude, because I think that's the only thing that helped you last time. I am pushing with all my might forward, dude, and this thing is not wanting to go. Okay, at least I'm helping you out a little bit. Apparently you can't do this on your own, but... Cool. 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 That sounds stupid, but cool. Get like that, and we have officially reached a slow speed. Oh crap. 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 I am doing a lot of joystick movement right now. Once again, the commentary is not the greatest, but this is stressful as hell on my part. We are not even out of the atmosphere yet. I should have released those earlier. Would have given us a little bit more balance too. Shit. Okay, well I guess that's almost going to be required. Let's get this a little bit more centered. A little bit more centered, maybe. Maybe. Cool, at least we're hitting orbit quicker, and detach. I don't know how well that's going to be for our aerodynamics, but I think we're good. Okay. That brings us to 89,000. That is not bad. Once we reach around 80,000, maybe 85,000, I'll hit this next thruster, and maybe that'll get us to 200,000. We can hope. We can truly hope. Now I'm going to start to angle this a little bit, and hopefully, that was a weird flash, hopefully Jebediah will be able to control it. There we go. Cool. Alright, 70,000. We are officially in space. Man, that's really cool looking. Is there anything else in the sky that's... Oh man, look at that. It's Halo! We're in Halo! 78,000, we're getting close. I don't want to accelerate it because I don't want to accidentally miss my mark. Almost needs to be a little higher than that. 82,000. As I make some last minute adjustments, 84,000. Go! Alright, now let's see how this works out. We're officially out of the atmosphere, so we should start to accelerate really quick. And we're already at a semi-angle, so we have some form of orbit. Release that immediately, and let's see where we land. Do we have 200,000? Oh my goodness! That's so dumb. Okay, well, we don't have orbit. What I'm gonna do is, once we get to 195,000, we're gonna pretty much angle, let me go down a little bit. We're gonna angle like so, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a little bit more height out of it and a lot of orbital trajectory. If not, then we're gonna have to edit our craft again. So freaking close. Since we're waiting to get to 190, I'll reach it up a little bit Watching this like a freaking hawk so that it doesn't go higher. 170, 180, and then once we reach around, I guess we go 185 again. Oh no, because I actually have a contract to get this in. Crap. I have to wait till 190. Or until our orbit starts to really slow down. I think out here in space it'll actually go close to 0, so that's, I guess, what I'm going to be waiting for. Let's go back up to 5 and see how this orbit goes. Damn. Okay. Now let's go. Still technically going up, but there's no way that booster's gonna last. Nope. Goodbye, booster. And we are not at all in orbit. No, we aren't. That sucks. But I think we just set a new record for how far we were from the planet. On top of that, I think we can take a crew report from here and get a little bit of science. No. Okay. Are we gonna land in water? No, we're not. I hope we get a little bit of crew, or a little bit of science for... Sure, let's take a crew report for nothing. I hope we get a little bit of science for a crew report once we get to the ground, because if we don't, this is gonna really suck. Oh, cool. We're gonna land in water. We're gonna have a splashdown, so it's a good possibility we might, actually. Okay, so now slow down while we can. I believe that is where we're supposedly gonna land. Cool. Now let's accelerate again, and on we go. Bam! We are now in the atmosphere again. This is going to be interesting. This is much, much faster than what we entered earlier. In fact, we're not going to hit the atmosphere for another 30,000 meters, another 20 seconds or so, 25 seconds. This is going to be intense. 1600 Jebediah, I hope you like a hot seat. Because it's going to get toasty. I can't really cheese to get this slowed down, otherwise it's almost going to instantly burn our chutes. Crap. Cheese it a bit. Cheese it a bit. Cheese it, cheese it, cheese it. Cheese it. Cheese it. Cheese it. Cheese it. Cheese it. Now that we're slowing down, cheese it. Cheese it. Cheese it. We need those chutes. Cheese it. Cheese it. First shoot. Cheese it. Cool. Okay, we got Jebediah. I wonder if somebody in NASA's ever been screaming, "Cheese it!" at the screen. Probably not, but that's funny. Cool. Do we have a crew report for this? Is overwrite. Not worthy of anything. That's cool. Resume flight. Reset. What about when he hits the water? Is there anything useful for when he hits the water? Yes, no, maybe. Hopefully. If we can get, I think we needed only 0.7 science. If we can get 0.7, we can invest in stability, maybe? I think it's stability because we already bought survivability and... no, it's rocketry. Cool, so we get bigger rockets, which would help us get into orbit faster. That's fucking perfect. If we could get just a little bit of science, a wee bit of science. Crew report. Yes, 1.2 science. Thank you. Recover vessel. Apparently it was quite a shock in a scientific experiment that they hit the water. Ta-da! Go next, we have 20.6 science. Research and development and general rocketry. Bam! We can now upgrade our rocket ship. So those 2 flights, even though we didn't get our contracts done, were worth it. Now, what can we upgrade specifically? That would be a nice upgrade. Let us take these guys off. Let's take those off. Let's probably just going to sell those and add some thumpers. Can I add some thumpers? Oh, I didn't buy them. Shit. Save and continue. We might almost want to make a new orbiter for this, because this is going to be pretty crazy. Now, purchase those. I completely forgot to do that. Go in here and use a thumper. The thumper is a very, very powerful rocket, and it's going to help us a lot. Let's get that, and then I guess what we could even do... I don't know how well that would work. I'm not even going to try to explain what I was just thinking, because I don't think it's a good idea at all. Let's put 3 of these on right here. And then let's get 3 of... Ooh. I don't know if I should do that, but I'm going to. Let's get those 3, and then let's get the winglets. Put them out on the sides like that for some extra aerodynamics. We can actually put more of them on, which is amazing. Need more of them. Let's put them in between these. I actually don't know if that'd be a good idea or not. I think it'd be better to put them in here, because we want more drag towards the back. Does that work? It's definitely not centered, but that works. Oh, these guys aren't even attached. Right. Oh, well, that would be a big deal. Bam! And there we go. Do we have 3 more parts? Yes, we do. Let's put some aerodynamic caps on those, and I believe that'll be 8 whoops. That'll be a much better one than what we just had, I believe. So let's see. Let's move these guys down here, and then let's save, and these 3 first. Decouple this thing, decouple that thing, decouple. Cool. Everything's right. Launch. Let's do this. This will be the last launch for the episode, just because these launches do take a while, but I believe this will get us into orbit. So, T. SAS engaged. Jebediah, Godspeed. These things have a lot of fuel too, so as long as I can keep it from wobbling, which is the main problem with large spacecrafts like this. I was trying to say rocket in a better way. I look like it's, or it looks like it's working pretty good. Angle a little bit back, just so that we can center that up a little bit. Cool. I'm talking to myself just as much as I'm talking to you guys right now. Rockets are almost done, and disengage. Now we are going really freaking fast right now, so I don't know if we need to necessarily engage the next rocket yet. I think we're good for a minute. What I'm hoping is we can engage the next rocket right as we get out of the heavy atmosphere, which is around 30,000, but I don't know if we're actually going to hit 30,000 or not. Looks like it. What's our highest point? 40,000. Hell yeah. Man, we're perfect. So let's get to 30,000 and accelerate again. Now, I don't believe we are straight, so let's start to roll and get that normaled out. And start to angle just a bit. Cool. I don't know exactly how high this is going to get us into the atmosphere. I believe we're going to go really damn high, though. All good? All good? Decouple. Cool. So how far is that going to get us into the space? 160,000. That's really freaking close to where we need to be. Okay, so we need to activate the flea booster in orbit there. So let's start going a little bit down like so, and then at a 45-degree angle maybe. Activate this next one, because we already have a upwards velocity pretty fast. So I'm hoping this will get us more of an orbital velocity rather than up, but we do still need to go up. Oh shit, we are already more than up enough, so let's start going all the way angled. Sweet. Sweet. Disconnect, and I believe that's perfect. So how far around the world will that get us? Much better. Much better. And we're at 340. I don't believe we're actually going to need to get to that. Once we reach around 200... Yeah, 200,000, we'll use the... whatever, the small booster. Cool. Might even want to use it around 195, because we have a really fast speed right now. It all depends on what our speed's down to once we get closer. Oh yeah, we're going to want to do it around... Shit, we are almost going at 1,000 meters per second, so... maybe 95, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Nope, damn. We didn't get orbit from it. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, okay, so that exact same launch. Let's, I said this is going to be the last launch of the video, but we can actually get orbit with this, so I'm fairly excited. Let's start going back down. I don't believe I released my rockets. That's way too early. Keep going, keep going. We're going to have one more quick launch. We are still 247,000 meters above the ground, which is way too fast, or way too far off the ground. Cool, cool, cool. All good, all good. There we go. So, what I'm thinking... Wow, we're going 2,000 meters per second. What I'm thinking is we'll do this launch one more time, as long as we can keep Jebediah alive, because this is exceedingly fast. Can I disengage? It did look like it halted our speed there for a second, but not enough to do anything with. The fact that that thing's flying away from us means that it did change our speed a little bit. Damn. Well, we are actually getting pretty long this episode. I keep debating myself. Let's at least get Jebediah to the ground. Let's keep Jebediah alive. Crew report doesn't mean anything right now, so we're not going to do that. Let's at least keep Jebediah alive, and then I will call it into this episode. But at least we have a spacecraft, and we know we can do this. We got a little bit of research, and we did progress through the game in this episode, which is the key thing. As long as we get something done per episode, I am happy. We are still really high off the ground, but we are going so freaking fast it's not even funny. Wow, okay, I'm gonna stick with you guys until this is over, because this is gonna be interesting. That looks so cool. So freaking cool. That's what I need right there, is the thumbnail. Just, that is amazing. Going back down. The music stopped. It gets more suspenseful. Right now, the reason I'm not talking crazily and going off on rambles is because I'm truly freaking out. I don't know if we're going to be able to weasel our way into this one. Oh crap, it's not slowing us down at all. Slow us down, slow us down. We just hit the main atmosphere. This is where it's supposed to slow us down. Let's start weaseling it. Come on, start weaseling it. Weasel, 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 weasel. We're about to blow up too. Weasel, weasel, weasel. Weasel, weasel, weasel. Okay, cool. At least it slowed, or got that cool enough. We're 9,000 meters. If we're on a freaking hill, we're screwed. Come on, come on, come on. Cool it down. We just need our first parachute to cool down enough. Oh, we're perfect. We're perfect. We are freaking perfect. Jebediah, you are alive, sir. Hell yes. Hell yes, that's awesome. Alright, so I think we'll call it quits for this episode. This has been freaking awesome. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will probably record and upload the next episode by tomorrow. It's going to take me like 3 or 4 days to get this out, but I'm hoping I can get 2 of these Kerbal Space programs out in a row. But we'll see. If not, it'll be the next day. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. What's up, dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to RuneScape. Welcome back to Halo Combat Evolved. Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts, where we're gonna get some stuff done today.